I wanted to answer a couple quick questions, and do me a favor, guys, as you come in, let me know what city and state you're watching from. And also keep the questions coming in the comments. I am going to start doing this maybe at least a couple times a week where I'm coming on to just the questions that you guys put in the comments. I'm just going to go ahead and go live and answer those questions. And then whatever other questions you have while I am live, I'll try to answer those as well. But I wanted to answer two questions. One question was, Miss K, can you break down the difference between EHR and EMR? Hey, Stephanie. And I had videos on that, but simply the difference between EMR and EHR, and you guys will hear them used interchangeably, electronic medical record and electronic health record. But the actual definition, the actual difference between the two is that for EMR, think about just within the practice. So electronic medical record is just within that one practice. Okay. Electronic health record, it's broader, right? It allows you to communicate with laboratories and other specialists. It allows you to send and receive faxes and things like that from other specialists. And even like I'll use the company I work for an example. Even some practices even have their own access to our electronic health record. So they'll have like it's called a remote key. They'll have a key where they can get in and actually view our patients' records. Before the company took over, we were a smaller practice, and we were actually able to get into the company's records with our remote key. So again, just simple difference. They're used interchangeably, EMR versus EHR. EMR is smaller. It's confined within that one practice, and then the EHR is the entire electronic health records. It allows you to communicate with other practices and so on and so forth. So it's bigger. All right. The other question that somebody asked me to do was to break down the differences between Medicare, the parts of Medicare. And I actually have videos on that as well. But just to quickly answer that question, A, B, C, and D. Part A is inpatient. Okay. So inpatient, hospital, nursing home, right? That's inpatient, rehab. And then you have part B, which is outpatient. Okay, so that's your doctor's office, your ambulatory visits, and all of that. And then you have part C, which is Medicare Advantage, and it's a combination of both A and B. And then you have D, which covers medication. So I always say, just remember, A is in for inpatient, B is out for outpatient, C is both Medicare Advantage, and then D for drugs. So A out, A in, B out, C both, and then D for drugs. So that's an easy way to remember it. So I just wanted to answer those two questions. For those of you that just came on, I did mention I'm going to try to start going live at least maybe a couple times a week to answer some of the questions that you guys put in the comments, because I get a lot of comments, I get a lot of emails and messages, and I'm not able to respond to them individually all the time. So I try my best. I really do, honestly, guys, try my best to respond to as many as I can. But I said, let me just start doing videos sometimes on those questions. I used to do it early on when I first started the channel, but I got away from it. But I can do that going forward. So when you guys have questions and you leave them in the comments, I will do a video on that topic. Hey Anna, Lee family, I just want to let you know I passed. Oh, AAMA, congratulations. She said, thank you for your videos and study guys. So guys, I'm on my phone, so I cannot put your comments on the chat. I can only do that when I'm on my laptop using my streaming software, but I am on my phone, so I cannot put your comments on the screen. But thank you for sharing that, Lee family. So you guys know I have a study guide, the MA refresher course, and that is what Lee family is referring to. You are so welcome. Hey, Michelle. Hey, Quizum. I haven't seen you in a while. I'm glad to see you on here. Good luck, Clean Car Guy, and everybody else that's about to take your test. Clean Car Guy says, I'm about to take my CMAA tomorrow. For anybody that's about to take your test, good luck to you guys. I know I was live the other day, and somebody said they were taking their test today. So I'm looking forward to hearing from them as well, and everybody else. Hello, can you send the link for your refresher course? So I'm not on my laptop, so I can't type it myself. Still with me? Let me know if you guys are still with me. My computer cut out for some reason. Just do me a favor and let me know in the comments that you are still with me and you can hear me and see me. Let me know. I don't know what that was, but my phone just literally just cut off and then it came back. So let me know you guys are with me before I start answering questions again. Okay, here. Okay, gotcha. Okay, so Sandra, I don't know what the last thing you heard was because it cut off, But I was saying, I can't type it here, but it's for Sandra and anybody else who needs my MA refresher course. It's www.marefreshercourse.com. And when you go to that site, it's going to give you an option to choose between the administrative and clinical. If you are preparing for like the CCMA, the CMA, RMA, and CCT, you're going to get the clinical one because it includes both administrative and clinical. But if you're taking like the CMAA, for an example, like the clean car guy, you would get the administrative. So you don't need both. I can't tell you how many refunds I have to send because people accidentally buy both thinking they need both. Please just buy just the one you need. You don't need both. You either need administrative or you need clinical. If you need clinical, it includes both clinical and administrative. But again, it's www, and anybody can type it in the chat if you're able to, but it's www.ma for medical assistant refreshercourse.com. TikTok, I said TikTok. What is that? Tico, I don't know. Thanks for your videos. They make me pass. Congratulations. It's been 9 months now, no externship and no job yet. So I just did a live on that the other day for anybody that's struggling to find a job. Um, um, recruiting agencies, they get paid to find you a job. So recruiting agencies and staffing agencies, this is what they get paid to do. So they are on it. Okay, so look for medical assistant recruiting agencies in your area, staffing agencies. Of course, you guys know Indeed and LinkedIn. And then the most tedious way, which I highly recommend, is going around to some private offices with copies of your resume, printing out multiple copies. Even if you got to print out 100, print out copies of your resume. Make sure you get it professionally done. I will say that, guys, because some of you guys, you wonder why you don't get any calls back. And sometimes it could be your resume. So make sure your resume is professionally done, and print multiple copies out and go around to private offices and something will come through. You're welcome. Hey, bro, man. Hey, bro, man. So those of you that just joined, I just quickly went over the difference between EMR and EHR, and then also the parts of Medicare, A, B, C, and D. Somebody had left those questions in the comments, and I decided to just go live here. Why does it say I've only been live 3 minutes? It seems like it's been longer than that. Did it start over when my phone cut off? I don't know. That's so weird. Okay, guys, I'm not going to stay on here too long. I'm actually about to go live on my other channel with the realtor that helped me get my house. I have, some of you guys probably don't know, I have 4 YouTube channels. 4 YouTube channels. This is the biggest channel. But I do have a channel that I've had since 2017. I've been on YouTube for a long time. And then I started this one. And then I have another one, Miss K, all over the place, the same as my TikTok name, well, one of my TikTok names. And then I have the K perspective, where I do just like random stuff. Quism says, I highly recommend this course I buy for myself. Thank you, Quism. Yes, Quism took my refresher course and passed. I'm so glad to see you, Quism. I love to see people checking back in. But yeah, guys, I'm about to go live on that other channel at 6. So I'm going to end this, but I just wanted to see if anybody else had any quick questions before I got off here. Oh, one thing I forgot to mention, Saturday is our next study session. So you guys know every so often I do the online study sessions, the group sessions via Zoom. So bookwithmissk.com. If you go there, you can book the group study session for Saturday, next Saturday. The cut off again. Okay, guys. Let me see. I need to go. That's my sign to go. I don't know why this thing keeps cutting off. Looking for billing and coding, so a lot of people not hiring for administrative. Check Indeed. Look for remote positions, Sandra. And then, of course, like I said, the recruiting agencies. Quism says, I passed just the first try. Thank you again. You are so welcome, Quism. And thank you for, coming back and seeing me. All right, guys, let me go ahead and go because this is going to cut me off again. Y'all take care. I will see you guys soon. And do me a favor, like the video if it was helpful. Be